Hello my friends, it's year 16, week number 800, and this week we attend our first ever cooking class. Couple of quick updates here. First of all, it is week number 800, meaning we have 200 weeks or just under 4 years left until we achieve our goal of 1,000 consecutive vlogs. Second thing, in last week's video, I talked about this idea of no boring weeks for the year of 2026. And I had this goal of signing myself for a class, something we can kick off the start of Q1 with, right? Out of all of my interests, everything that I could potentially want to do in this city, because things are scheduled out quarterly, I missed the sign-up deadline for all of the things that I would want to do. So a lot of the things started, last week or 2 weeks ago, and I was just late to signing up. So I figured in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna do kind of these one-off classes. There's a bunch of these classes that you can take that are not the scheduled out. They're not the kind that I want, where it's like a every single week type of a thing, but they're rather these one-off, just one-day events. So this week, I signed up for one such class, and that is cooking class, my friends, okay? So here's the thing about me. I'm not a big food guy, okay? I'm not a big food guy. I cook out of necessity, not out of leisure. Maybe if I take a cooking class, this will open me up to new ideas, new possibilities. It'll be one step into the realm of becoming better at cooking, diversifying my life skills, and maybe gaining a better understanding of why food is such a popular staple in American culture. Now, the other thing I want to work on this week is a personal project, a new one. We're going to be making a new tote bag this week. Here's the thing, there's this phenomenon that happens. I can't tell if this is like a New York thing or if this is an all over America thing. I think in all of America, but particularly in New York because it's such a walking culture, I think it's very popular for people to carry around these tote bags. Trader Joe's tote bag specifically. Not this kind, not that right there. That is a one-use paper bag, but I'm talking those blue and white tote bags that everybody has. I've had this idea now for a while that I want to take one of those. Look at this. There's literally one right back over here. This right here is exactly what I'm talking about. This blue and white tote bag with the red logo on there. My idea is I want to take one of those tote bags, deconstruct it, take all the raw materials and upcycle it into a new bag. Garment District of New York City. We're walking over to the Fabric and Notion store right now. I made this list this morning. This is everything I need to buy from the store right here. A couple of zippers. Some strap buckles. So when you make a strap, you have to buy these things. So some pieces for that. And I have a couple of other small things too that are just little accessory things that we need to pick up. So we have our list. I think this is going to be a one-stop shop thing. Snow week in New York City, my friends. It's a snow week. We got all of our supplies. This little roll right here it's a roll of interfacing. This is the one piece of fabric that I need for this project. Basically it's like a third layer. So you have the exterior of the bag, like the part that people see, and then obviously you have the lining of the bag, the inner layer. And then this right here is a middle layer. Bags that are made out of fabric of some sort, like backpacks and stuff, a lot of times they'll have some sort of a interlining on the inside of it, and all that does is it just helps the bag to keep its structure when you're using it. Okay, progress report update on where we're currently at with this thing. So Just a reminder, this is what the original looks like. Obviously, we all know what these things look like, these Trader Joe's tote bags. Now, what I've done so far here is I've taken the materials apart right here. I've traced out pieces of the tote bag right here. So that is where we are currently standing with our bag progress. We're near Central Park back there, walking over to this class now. First class of the year and first cooking class in my life. We have about 15 minutes before class begins. So apparently we're gonna be learning about French cuisine and French technique for cooking meals. I assume it's for beginners. It didn't really specify, but there's like a main dish, 2 sides, and then a dessert. And little by little, I think there's like a step-by-step thing that they're gonna be teaching us how to prep the food and cook it if you were to go and make this dish on your own. All right, so you enter the class. Everything is very well organized. Everybody gets an apron and a name tag. You put your gear on, you sit at your station. They group you up into groups of 3, and then one by one, they kind of go through the steps on how you would construct this meal if you were doing this from home. Everything that you do is kind of in these groups of 3. So you have your 2 partners, there's 2 groups going on simultaneously, and you create the dishes all together as a group. So everybody's kind of contributing to the same batch of food. Everybody gets a chance to work on the stove. So this is me, just doing some whisk action right here.
Oh, and definitely get your picture first, Chef. Yes.
Can you do a horizontal?
I was gonna say, it's so funny when you said you do it on horizontal because I grew up with my parents. You want to make sure that you're dressing it correctly by seasoning it. So I would say a nice chef's pinch of salt, a few kinds of black pepper right on top of the Boston bib lettuce, and then with the dressing, I'll leave this up to you guys. With the dressing.
Finally, at the very end, they present everything, and then we sit together as a group and enjoy this meal that we just put together. What is this called again?
Christine.
Crostini.
Yeah. With the chicken. Let me just say. Thank you.
My friends, Crostini. How do you guys decide as a group, like what you guys gonna be cooking to teach?
The class schedule actually developed a few months in advance based on forecasting and what happened last year. So beautiful job, guys. You guys should feel very accomplished and testament to how you did today. Also, can we give a round of applause to our kitchen assistant, Chef Izzy, and Chef Sylvie. Yes. Because teamwork, like I said before, makes the dream work.
I just got out of my first cooking class, my friends. Good time overall. My first time cooking this type of a meal. The little Christies, or whatever those things are called. First time having those. I think a lot of the people in the class were kind of in the same boat as me, as just kind of like start of the year, want to try to learn something new, take a class, get out there, learn something, be amongst community. I don't know if I'm gonna do another cooking class, I'll be honest with you, but in terms of classes themselves, this will be the first of many for this year, my friends. This was an experiment. I don't know if cooking is my thing. There's other things for us to be doing here in New York City, and I don't think cooking is one of them for the time being. Progress report on the bag update. I did not finish it this week. However, we did finish most of the lining of the bag. So this is the interior of one side of the bag. As you can see, we have a dual pocket situation here. I measured this. This perfectly fits an iPhone right into one of these sleeves right here. And then on the opposite end, this is the opposite interior of the bag. And this one has a zippered pocket right here. Look at this. Stash some goodies in there. We're gonna continue working on this project through the next week, and hopefully in about a week from now, we'll have this project wrapped up and I'll be able to reveal to you the upcycled Trader Joe's bag. Thanks for watching the video this week. It's been year 16, week number 800. Next week will be year 16, week number 801.